Guys, today is Friday, and this week throughout we took only 2 trades this week. That was yesterday and today. Yeah, yesterday was a loss. Yeah, we lost that trade on Euro USD. That's a very A plus setup because there's a sweep of liquidity in the ASAN low, in the ASAN high, yeah, on Euro USD, and I wanted to scalp to the downside and make a little profit from there, but price took us out because when looking at that particular chart, a good setup was formed in our DXY, but it didn't align with that of the Euro USD. That's why we lost that particular trade. But today we have the same clean setup again on Euro USD, and I think we are going fine. We are moving, we are moving fine. So I send the signal to the group, those that want to trade with me and those that want to lose with me also. We are doing fine. So actually resuming our fundamental trading. Yeah, I've stopped trading fundamental for a while based on Trump tariff and so many other things that's been happening in the US for a very long time now. And now again, the US are already planning on their 250th army parade, and let's see how the market will react to all this noise going out everywhere. Let's see how the market will react. So guys, this particular trade, let's see how it goes. I pray it's ending profit because last week we took, I think we took 2 trades last week and we ended in take profit. And this week again, first one yesterday we lost, and today again. Let's see if I want to make money today. To be frank with you, trading is not all about losing stake. It's all about knowing your age, knowing what you want from the market. You scalp the market and you live for the market. Because if you notice that every loan section produce at least from 1 to 40 something pips maximum. So as a trader, as a day trader, yeah, if you're a day trader, you can just scalp at least 20 pips or 30 pips out of the London section opening from 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're done for the day. No stress, you understand? So now finding your edge, just like knowing your strategy, knowing your risk management, and knowing everything. Let me give you one hint now. For example, now I'm an intraday trader, yeah, and I'm an SMC trader. I do trade smart money concept, yeah, which was generated under ICT, the inner cycle trader, yeah. And again, under smart money concept, they have so many type of strategies under that particular concept. We have our order block strategy, we have our turtle soup, we have our market structure. We have so many strategies, but do you know the one I perfectly pick? I have 5 particular scenarios, 5 particular steps in which I combine together to form a very perfect strategy. First of all, my market structure. Second, my origin that caused the market structure. Again, you can see my imbalances or liquidity, my fair value gap before my entry. And that particular entry is like a concept on its own, because inside a particular entry we also need the shift of market structure either to the upside or to the downside after price have already reached your point of interest. Then we'll start talking about a shift of market structure before buying that particular or selling that particular market. That is it. If you're able to find the edge, you can be more profitable in the market. And again, consistency is key. What I mean by that is that doing the same thing every time, every day, repeating it. You see, history always repeats itself. That is it for the market. The market has a way of moving, have a pattern of moving. Price action might call it chart pattern, because this particular pattern has formed and formed again, and it will still forming till the end of the world. Understand? So your ability, what you need to do is to notify when the pattern forms and follow the trend. That's just all you need to do. You don't need to create anything. You wait for the pattern to form and attack it and follow it. Then you'll be in a massive streak, in a massive profit streak. You understand, guys? So as I'm saying this, I'm just waiting for my trade to take profit. If that particular trade hits stop loss, I'll let you guys know. Nothing to add about that. But see, technical analysis is very hard. Let me tell you the truth. Technical analysis is very, very hard. You're going to make it from technical analysis for a very long time. So this is not a get rich, yeah, what are they saying? Get rich quick. But me, I no agree. I'll get rich by 5 by 4 through trading. Fundamental is already paying me already, but I choose technical for the main reason so I can be able to, let me say, master my skills and know my age. Okay, guys, now this particular trade, a recap of this particular trade, yeah. With our stop loss, yeah, price took us out. We lost again for the second time this week. We lost again. Euro USD, very clean setup, A plus setup, everything was everything required is being seen. Order block, fair value gap, a change of market structure, everything is being seen in that particular trade. I don't know why we hit our stop loss. I don't really know why we hit our stop loss, but I think one of the main reason is that nothing is the main reason. We have our sweep of liquidity. We have our market structure shift. We have our fair value gap, and also have our order block, but we still lose that particular trade. The second time we are losing this week. We lost yesterday and we lost today again. So I'll show you guys the recap on how I took the trade and how I lost the trade. Now looking at the chart, this is the chart, the Euro USD that we lost today. Now looking at it, this is our liquidity sweep over here. A very clean liquidity sweep over here below the low of Asia. Price swept the low of Asia. Now this is our break of structure. This is our order block. Now why do we lose particular trade? Why do we lose this trade? Since we have our liquidity sweep, our break of structure, our order block, but now I can't find our fair value gap over here. There's no fair value gap over here. If you can see, there's no fair value gap over here. So I applied the implied fair value gap. There's something called applied fair value gap. Go and learn about that. You will know about it. So I applied that in this particular chart, whereby I mark out this particular zone over here and I mark this particular one over here, and I used it as my fair value gap. You can see price related to it for the beginning before coming down and tap into my entry and take me to stop loss. Why? Because there is no real or original good fair value gap. So we lost this particular trade, and I hope we never make the same mistake again.